They tried everything. Changed the signal, but the truth adapted. Killed the body, but the voice kept traveling. Sold the sacred, but the spirit would not bow. Buried the sound, but it rose through the ground. You cannot mute the sun. 1939, they tried to change the tuning. Thought if they moved the frequency, the message would die. But the blues bent through it, found truth in the cracks between the keys where no piano can lie. They broke Victor Jara, but the people still sang. A prison could not hold what God placed in his hands. They took Tupac early, thought the prophecy was done, but his voice kept walking through the children of the sun. They sent Makiba far away, but exile gave her wings. What they tried, the silence became a world stage thing. They shot Lucky Dube, but the reggae still prayed. The song don't die when the singer fades. They shortened songs to 60 seconds for the scroll, but God can breathe the universe into one word. They polished every voice until the pain disappeared, but a baby's first cry is still the purest sound heard. No machine can copy what God breathes through flesh. No market can price what came before the check. They try to mute it, it got louder. They try to buy it, it can't be owned. They try to kill it, it resurrected. Sound itself is God's throne. They cannot mute the sun. They cannot silence what God puts in the sound. They cannot own what was free before money existed. They cannot kill what resurrects in every child born. They cannot mute the sun. The truth is self-transmitting and needs no permission. They cannot mute the sun. Every generation they try the same game. Flood the signal, drown the truth in noise. Make music disposable, 3 seconds, then gone. Turn the profit into product, strip the soul from the voice. But somewhere right now, a child is humming a melody nobody taught her, it came from within. Somewhere a drummer's hands are moving faster than thought because God stepped in. Somewhere a voice is breaking open a room and nobody can explain why it cuts so deep. Because spirit recognizes spirit and sound, and the ancient things never fell asleep. The sun doesn't need permission to shine. Truth doesn't need a platform to transmit. It is the platform, it is the frequency. It was here before the stream, it'll be here after it. Empires rose and fell, but the drum remained. Languages died, but the melody survived. Civilizations crumbled, but the rhythm continued. Because what God made sound cannot be denied. They try to mute it, it got louder. They try to chain it, it broke the stone. They try to bury it, it grew roots. Sound itself is God's throne. They cannot mute the sun. They cannot silence what God put in the sound. They cannot own what was free before money existed. They cannot kill what resurrects in every child born. They cannot mute the sun. The truth is self-transmitting and needs no permission. They cannot mute the sun. To every system that tried to silence the frequency, you failed. To every hand that killed a musician, thinking the music would die, it didn't. Victor Jara still sings through the hands they try to break. Tupac still speaks through every young prophet they cannot tame. Miriam's exile became a global flame. Lucky's reggae still prays through the pain. To every algorithm that buried the sacred under the commercial, the sacred grew through your concrete. The sun does not ask permission to rise, and neither does truth. They cannot mute the sun. From the first drum to the last song ever sung, the transmission continues unbroken, undimmed. They cannot mute the sun. And I, Khamtee, risen, I'm proof. The grave is not the end of sound. What they buried grew, what they silenced thunder, to what they sold return holy. They cannot mute the sun. They will never mute the sun. They cannot mute the sun. They will never mute the sun. The sun rises, whether they want it or not. The true sounds, whether they hear it or not. And I sing because God never stops speaking through every sound since the very first one.